And yes, absolutely, we all have one life to live. Worlasi featuring Senna Dakadu, I believe. Yeah, one life. He's in the studio. I mean, when we said Worlasi was coming, all the girls that I know that like Worlasi and have babies with him, he's here. Dogby, welcome.
This intro there,
Senior, if I tell you.
This intro, right?
Like, you Worlasi, that's my baby daddy, yo. So you have kids with people that you don't know
already,
about. Yeah, women love you, bro.
Amen.
Men love you equally.
Yes.
But women love you more.
No gender discrimination.
You don't say women, they love you.
I don't know, but
you don't know.
Oscar,
good to have you, brother.
I see you, I say buff up for the countryside.
I mean, you have a new one. I saw it on YouTube,
yes,
and we'll play it
Safia,
by the time the show, the conversation is over. Safia.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It means the key. So basically, it's a short story that, like, my granddad told me some time back. It's about somebody trying to find, you know, when people say a door will open for you, meaning an opportunity will open for you, things that you've been hoping for is coming. And it's a short story about somebody who found the door, right? Your name is literally written on the door, right? And you're trying to open the door to go through and just go for your opportunities and whatnot, but it's not opening. You are traveling to ask people how to open the door, it's not happening. You're asking people questions, how do I open this door? You know, there are guards around, the guards are not minding you until you realize that there's a key in your pocket and you enter. So basically the short story is like, sometimes you just have to look around you. Whatever you need is right with you. You know, it's right inside or it's around you, and there are no excuses, you know. And I think that's why I opted to do this exhibition on Saturday, because we are trying to use pieces of materials that tailors and seamstresses throw away and bend to make art. And the art looks exactly like the Ewe Kente, because the whole exhibition is inspired by the Ewe Kente. So like the song is inspired by the work that I was trying to do, especially when I was trying to like record the Ewe album, because I realized that I don't know anything, you know. I don't know anything. Yeah. So it helped me to learn more. And through that, I found these things. I went back to like when all the stories my grandparents were telling me and whatnot. It's basically a reconnection kind of vibe, and also knowing that the key is always in your pocket to get the things that you need.
That's powerful.
Powerful.
Yeah. Just like your writings and just like your song. And that's what we have on the screen. And I think most people agree with me when I say that your kind of songs, most of the songs you produce, if it's not the dancing one, it's the kind of song you can meditate to.
Yes.
You have that thing about you. Let's talk about your art form.
Yes.
Or what you do. You grew up with, you said you grew up with your grandparents,
yes, right? I grew up with my grandparents.
You're one of those people. I didn't get the chance to enjoy grandparent love. Tell me about.
Oh man, it's a tough love, but it's intense love. You know, it's like one of those very toxic relationships you had when you were young, when everything is intense. You know, I'm not relating to that, but basically what I'm saying is when the love is tough, the actions are also tough. For example, like, they are very raw with you as to what to do and what not to do.
Grannies?
Yes, they don't have time, because that time there wasn't any like, when you do this, police will do this. When you know, treat a child, you know, they give it to you like raw. I
thought they were the ones you run to when your parents.
Oh no,
are
my
being
grannies,
hard and difficult
my grannies,
and want to beat you.
You can run to them
and
too.
Run to them,
but you see, that's the whole point of opening up a child's mind and mentality towards certain things, because you realize that this is the only person I can go to, because this person is real and honest with me. But somebody that always cuddles you up, and you feel like, if I go, I'm not going to get the true or the main reason why I'm in this trouble. If there's something happening, I know that I want somebody to be honest with me, I'll go to my grandmother or my granddad. But if I want to be cuddled, then I'll go to my aunties or I'll go to my mom, you know. So I think growing up with grandparents too, they also find ways of teaching you things that you learn by yourself. Right. They also find ways of using proverbs to tell you things. They let you learn by yourself, you know. You start cooking at a very younger age. They don't care whether you're a man or you're a woman. And that's why I think growing up with grandparents is perfect, you know. They're always giving you food, plenty food all the time.
I didn't get that. And we see a lot of this, and it's very evident in your creations.
Thanks.
We see it a lot, and we see culture.
Yes.
To be more specific, the ever. Let me say it all, the ever culture. How important do you think our culture is in what we do?
Oh, I think even as creatives now, like, the world is changing. It's about who you are, what you can do, and what you can show. And if we cannot be authentic, everything that we do is going to be look the same and to be saturated by the same things. I think connecting with your with who you are and reconnecting with your ancestors or your people or your grandparents or whatever, or your culture, it gives you so much authenticity that no matter what you create, you don't have to struggle to think about how people will feel about it, how to follow a trend or whatever. You can even fuse your trend with your culture. It gives you a brand new face, a brand new look, a brand new everything. Like even in movies these days, like let's look at something like Arthur, you know? The movie Arthur, where there's a story about this man taking a sword out of a stone.
Yeah.
You know, we know the Ashantis also have the same story.
Same story.
You understand? We can't tell whose story it is.
Original story it is.
It is, right now. But the whole world will say, oh, it's a British story. You understand?
King Arthur, right?
It's King Arthur, exactly. So the question is, what are we waiting for, and why won't we connect with our culture and add it to our creatives or whatever we are creating, just to make it look authentic? There are so many American movies that are jacking Ghanaian culture, Nigerian culture, adding it to superheroes and whatnot. And I think the authenticity is what matters in any creation whatsoever.
Can we commercialize it?
No, we can easy. We can commercial. If somebody go fit commercial Superman, man will go fit.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, I see, but you see,
we can commercialize what
the
we are
Europeans
doing.
and the whites, they're able to commercialize their culture,
Yes.
and we receive it gladly. But when we do ours,
I think there's a high sense of collaboration as well. We need to learn how to collaborate with people. For example, this bead I'm working and what I'm wearing, it could easily be a Versace bead, but that maybe gold is somewhere, and then maybe the pendant is just one of this. You know, it's just we have to be open to collaborate with other people too. But culture has to be conservative. So there's a thin line between how you can commercialize it or how you can collaborate with people without tarnishing the culture. And I think that's what makes it difficult for us to like want to commercialize it. But it's not necessarily commercializing, it's just marketing it so people can understand where it's coming from.
And as artists, you are, let's say, the biggest conduits for this propagation.
I'm trying. Because
You did try.
I did try.
Most of your friends, your other artists.
Oh, they also
try.
try.
Because everybody has their.
No, everybody has their thing, and they are trying.
Yeah.
I think mine is because I'm trying to learn too. You know, like, I think I get tired of the same thing easily. I like trying new things, and then when I talk to my friends, I have a queen mother, Togbos from Maui now, the queen mother of Mepe.
They had a festival recently.
Yes, they had a festival recently. Exactly.
You were there?
No, I couldn't make it. But when I speak with these people and they tell me some of the traditions and some of the things that every people have, like example, the kente like this. The reason why I'm so obsessed with it because they took me to like a factory where they are making it, and I've seen it before. But this time I realized that I'm looking at it in a different perspective because it's just yarns and threads, you know. And the way they put it together, it's mind blowing, you know. And it's not something that we have. The Chinese have it, the Koreans have it, and they do it the same way. And so the question is, this general knowledge has been there for years. How did it get to Ghana? How did it get to Korea? How did it get to? And these things create a very huge like depth in my brain that I cannot resist to create around. And that's why we are doing this exhibition on the Ewe Kente, because we want people to come and see what they are missing. Some people don't even know there's something like Ewe Kente. You know, they only know that.
Talking about.
Yeah, they only think Kente is Kente, you know, because they have the Northern one, they have the Ewe one, we have the Ashanti ones. You know, there's just what makes them different is the colors.
Right.
You know, the Ashanti ones are very bright and loud. The Ewe people also have bright and loud ones, but most of them are very mild, so they have all these like beige colors and browns, and you know. So I think the differentiation has to be shown. I fell in love with it, so I had to create something around it.
I wish we had pictures too.
Oh, I also wish like, but I can't. Yes, but yes, yeah. But
see the differences.
Yeah, but I made some paintings around it, and I think it's high time that we as artists and creative people explore. I know so many musicians out there who can do so many other things. Like they act, they write, they do so many things, but they are only known for music, you know. And I think it's time that it's an age of creation, TikTok and all this, and you have to just show the world what you have. And I think it's high time we just started exploring everything around us, with us, between us, before us, and what we can do with the abilities we have. I want to say a big shout out to Mr. Kwesi Boche and Amako Boafo for motivating me to do things like this, because these people are the ones that have actually given us the sense that this is possible, you know. And I want people to just come and experience. It's free, you know, and there's going to be a performance at the end of the day. but it's free. You can come and check out some of the works, the artworks, the expressions we've made. If you come by, come with people who come by.
Very, very important.
Yeah, because it's very important. And like, I think the expression is what matters to me most. And then the last part of the exhibition is where we have this chamber. It's called the reconnection chamber.
Okay.
Right? It's where people can just come, sit inside. We close the chamber. You play some of unreleased Worlasi music and use it to meditate for a minute or 30 seconds, as much as you want. And when you're done, you come out and tell us how you feel. The chamber was also built with the waste, you know, the fabric waste. And I think it will be a nice experience for people to just come and reconnect with themselves, reconnect with their creativity, reconnect with their jobs, any discipline that they find themselves with, reconnect with their past and their culture.
And we are personally excited that you're doing this because we're going to be there. The afternoon show is definitely going to be there. We're the ultimate lifestyle show. So
yes,
we're going to see what you're doing and we'll show it to the world.
Yes.
I mean, you're doing amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
When is this? When is this happening?
On this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Okay,
you know Beer Garden, right? Beer Garden. No. But you know Alibar.
I think so.
Yeah, so it's like it's just right by Alibar. Okay. Yeah, it's right by Alibar. The place that used to be called Plot 7.
Plot 7, right?
Yes, now it's Alibar. Okay. So like it's right opposite Alibar. It's called the Bandor Beer Garden. It's a beautiful space.
What time is it?
You can come around 3 or 4, but you can just walk around with that from afternoon. But the performance is going to be at 7.
Let's experience the culture with you.
Yes, Charlie.
Totally. So the new one is Safia.
Yes,
we're going to enjoy it. Is there anything else you're doing?
So I want to say a big thank you to Audu Adamuzaki and some of my fans for supporting and also pushing Safia and Charlie. Waska.